What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. And I come to you bearing some great news. We have another one of the key free agents off the checklist. So, we finally went ahead, signed a linebacker, the prototypical linebacker that we're talking about. You know, we got our number one free agent to start the free agency in Hassan Reddick. He is more of that Sam linebacker playing that edge rusher role. But Jonathan Gannon's going to find ways to use him, but we talked about adding an actual linebacker, not only in free agency, but in this draft. So I still think we need to add somebody in this draft. A one-year deal, $5 million. Who knows? The cap hit's probably only going to be around $1 million. You know, I'll get you that information as soon as it happens, but a great move. We talked about this a couple weeks ago with the linebackers when free agency started, and then we talked about it last week when I was mentioning the best available. Kyzir White was one of those guys. So very excited about this move. Hope you guys are pumped up. And look, we talked about he was not one of the top tier guys that everybody was mentioning. You know, this isn't Bobby Wagner. People aren't, playing Madden with this dude losing, their minds right now. But I'm telling you, this guy actually fits what we are trying to do here with Jonathan Gannon and the Philadelphia Eagles. So last year, because of injuries, he was able to step in his fourth year, had 17 starts, 144 tackles. You saw these stats a couple weeks ago when we talked about him, but he had a good damn season. 2 forced fumbles, 4 quarterback hits, 7 tackles for a loss, 2 interceptions, 3 passes deflected, 1 sack. I mean, this guy was all over the place. And we talked about the fact that, he's from Emmaus, Pennsylvania, around the Allentown area. So he's a Pennsylvania dude. We added Hassan Reddick, who's from Jersey, grew up Eagles fan. We'll see about Kyzir White. But look, this dude, he went to West Virginia as a safety. So we talked about this kid, how he could fit that hybrid scheme we're trying to do. So you need that nickel linebacker. You need that dime linebacker. He's the guy for the job. So you have someone like Kyzir White in the room now, and it makes me feel a little bit better. You still go ahead and draft somebody in the first round. This move does not mean you do not go after somebody in the first round. It's a one-year deal. He is a veteran, which we talked about coming in and helping that first rounder, because the guys we do have in that room, aren't exactly veterans that are going to help anybody come in. Before today, it was TJ Edwards, Davian Taylor, Sean Bradley, Christian Ellis, and Jacoby Stevens as your linebackers. The other guys listed as outside linebackers we talked about during the edge rusher, Sam linebacker. But this is just your middle linebacker, outside linebacker, and a 4-3 kind of guys. So we're talking about Kyzir White because of the fact that he comes in automatically and is an upgrade over everybody. And look, I understand that, that's not saying much with how this linebacking core, but dude, give these guys some credit. They're a very young unit, and that's not their fault that, the Eagles don't address that position. So Davian Taylor dealing with injuries, that sucks. Has a lot of promise when the kid does play well. TJ Edwards, tackling machine, working on his coverage skills. But, there's a lot of what if, with these guys. So add some talent around them, allow these guys to be special teamers, guys that come in and help, as depth. This is the perfect scenario for them. So we talk about this. Adding someone like Kyzir White is that bridge. Get that first rounder linebacker, whether it's Dean, Lloyd, whoever. I mean, get somebody, add them here, allow them to learn. And I think, this defense could be vastly improved. We talk about the 10 picks, 3 of them first round, all damn season. People didn't want to, see that there is a bright future ahead if obviously Howie drafts correctly. We all know that. But I think, we just need to add a few veteran pieces to certain positions. We talked about staying patient. Everybody's losing their mind every day. It's like, oh my God, people just, we failed free agency. It's like, dude, it's the second week, literally. Like, we don't have to win free agency. Like, we want to win at football. So we're building things the right way. I love this move. I think it's a great move. But I put together, there's not many highlights. I did what I could, looked up some of the games that he had some big stats in, found some highlights from them. So we're going to take a little gander at Kyzir White. So yeah, here are some highlights from last season with the LA Chargers of Kyzir White, the newest Philadelphia Eagle. Enjoy.
Y'all, we need a turnover right here, y'all.
Hey, keep that ball, man. Woman, I ain't fooling. I wanna sing that about the schooling.
There you are, ladies and gentlemen. That was DJ Zebra, a little mashup of Led Zeppelin and the White Stripes. I found that enjoyable, but always try to make a little play on the names with the highlights. But yes, I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoyed what I had to say, but that's all I got to say. I think this dude is perfect. I said it a few weeks ago, and I'll keep saying it. I think a dime linebacker, nickel linebacker that comes in and helps you in pass coverage, tackling, he does it all. He's not your premier all pro kind of guy, but maybe he can become that. We talk about in the right system. We talked about his familiarity. So I think this kid is going to come in here. He's going to excel. You still draft the kid in the first round, but welcome to Philadelphia, Kyzir White. Very, very excited to have you. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, comments about this signing, please feel free to comment down below. Always happy to talk some birds with you guys. Appreciate you taking the time to check this out. A very good pickup. You guys heard me say the last few weeks ago and last week, leading up a couple weeks, I've been talking about Kyzir White. Love this kid. So I agree with you, Facebook user. A great pickup. So, ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a great weekend. It's my girlfriend, the beautiful Chelsea's birthday tomorrow. So a busy day today, but of course, news finally happens, and I'm sure something else will happen tomorrow. But if anything crazy does come up, I will be back. If you need me until then, please feel free to reach out. But have yourselves a great weekend. And as always, go Birds!